Hello, everyone. It's been about a week now, hasn't it? There's been a couple things going on lately that have kind of kept me from watching any of these movies the last week. The main reason is I've kind of been struggling to find any copies of certain movies that I've been wanting to watch, including the one I'm reviewing today. Hold on a second. Um, yeah, and basically what I have been working on lately is getting myself a new computer. Um, so yeah, I have a computer again, but I don't have a webcam. So yeah, I'm still using my tablet, but um, for now, I might get a webcam soon. Um, so yeah. Well, first of all, I do feel I should rant just a little bit about how hard it is to find some of these movies, specifically like the Toei movies. I already had to order one of them on a DVD, um, and yeah, lately there's been another one based on, it's Arabian Nights, Legend of Sinbad or something. Um, and yeah, I haven't been able to find that anywhere. I couldn't even order the DVD because yeah, there's none in stock on Amazon. Like, it has a page on Amazon, but there's none available. So yeah, that's pretty stupid. Um, so yeah, I skipped ahead to I've been trying to find that movie for a while. So yeah, I skipped ahead to the first movie for 1963, which is another Toei movie called. Well, it has several different titles. But I guess the main American title is The Little Prince and the Eight-Headed Dragon. Um, and I was having a lot of trouble finding a copy of this anywhere that I could watch as well, because like there's like several versions of it online, but none of them are in English, and they don't have any subtitles or anything. Finally, I found a version somewhere that had subtitles, and first of all, it was not easy to find, and second of all, the website was a pain in the butt to use, because so yeah, I watched it on my new computer, and I had ad block. I had to turn it off for this website. And immediately I got bombarded by pop-up ads, and then I had to watch the video, and like every little thing I do would like open up a new tab with a pop-up, and they're popping up all over the screen and stuff. Yeah, so like every time I like had to rewind the movie or play it, like when I pressed the play button, uh, and yeah, and it kept having like buffer every couple seconds, which got really horribly annoying. So yeah, maybe that put a bit of a damper on my experience for this movie, but either way, I'd say the movie was just okay. Um, Maybe kind of good, but like, I don't know, I can't really say. It's like, I don't like it as much as some of the other movies. Um, which is a shame. I've been hearing some interesting things about the movie, like how it inspired Gendy Tartakovsky to do Samurai Jack, or it inspired his art direction for that series. So that's an interesting little fun fact. Um, yeah, then and yeah, it looked like an interesting movie. Um, So yeah, I was really hoping this might be one of my favorites. Um, and yeah, in the end, I was a little on the fence with it. Um, Also, yeah, after the last Toei movie I watched, which was, I don't even remember what it's called, Littlest Warrior. Um, yeah, that was kind of a disappointment. Um, so yeah, this one wasn't. This one was definitely better than that, but yeah, I'm a little on the fence with it. So yeah, the story is there's this prince kid who lives with his mom and dad, and he like really loves his mother, and then the mother falls ill and dies or something, and then she goes to heaven, and then the boy wants to set out to find heaven so he can see her again or something, and then along the way he has to meet with two siblings that apparently he happens to know about, who are both like gods basically. um, Yeah, so yeah, his brother is like this crystal ice prince character, and then his sister's like the goddess of the sun or something. So yeah, some interesting characters along the way. Has a couple fights, and then finally at the end he has to kill this eight-headed dragon, hence the title, in order to save this princess girl from getting taken by the dragon, and yeah. And then after he kills the dragon, he sees his mother one more time. I guess basically the lesson is, the moral of the movie is be good and you'll go to heaven, basically. Um, so yeah, kind of a simple message. So, there's some decent action scenes. I actually think the final climactic scene with the eight-headed dragon went on a little longer than it needed to. It kind of dragged. I mean, it doesn't help that he had to, like, take out one head at a time. So, yeah, it was actually kind of tedious to watch after a while. Well, of course, it might not have been helped by the video buffering every 2 seconds. So yeah, that, like I said, that was sure to put a damper on the experience. So, what else? I mean, I think a lot of the characters had very unique designs. I do think, yeah, the whole movie had a very unique style. And yeah, I do like a lot of the character designs. The characters themselves were pretty boring. I don't think I can really name anyone who was all that engaging. Yeah, the main hero kid who's, he's another tough warrior kid like we've seen in several other Toei movies by this point. Even that other Japanese movie, Momotaro's Divine Sea Warriors, Momotaro's like this kid who's pretty tough. Yeah, that seems to be a theme we're running into with these Japanese movies, is, these really tough child heroes. Um, but yeah, the kid was okay, I guess. Kind of got a little annoying at times, and he does have some character flaws, like the story where he's at his sister's kingdom or land, whatever you call it, shows how he can make mistakes, but he's still a good person regardless. So that's an interesting message. Also, that segment had this rather weird scene where, this weird segment where his sister just disappears because all of her subjects are being jerks, and she just disappears, and then the place goes dark, and then they have this dance party thing to like draw her out or something. I don't even really get it. Also, there's this really weird dancer lady who's like, she's almost topless. She's got some kind of really skimpy bra. But yeah, the weirdest thing is that she's got very broad shoulders. She's got a very manly physique. Yeah, that character weirded me out, and we see quite a bit of her during the dance sequence. So it's the dance sequence was interesting. It was interesting visually, but yeah, it was weird. A bit of a mind screw. And yeah, the dancer lady was weird. Yeah, what else about the characters? I mean, like I said, none of them really have much in terms of personality. Actually, yeah, there's two characters who have personality. One of them is this big native guy, and I guess he might be the closest thing to a likable character this movie has, because, I don't know, he's kind of like the token black guy, because he does have darker skin, and, yeah, appropriate for the time. The token black guy is kind of dumb, and he gets pushed around by, well, one of the characters that I'll get to in a moment, but, I don't know, he was kind of a likable, soft-spoken, dumb brute character, so yeah, he was alright. But yeah, the other comic relief of the movie I just couldn't stand. Like, so yeah, as is tradition with these Toei movies, there are cute little animal sidekicks, although most of them only appear at the beginning. But yeah, after the beginning segment, only one of them tags along with the kid, and it's this really annoying rabbit. I hate the rabbit. The rabbit had like this really annoying high-pitched voice, and, he contributed next to nothing. Like, what are the most useful things he did? He took this crystal thing from the Crystal Brother Prince character, and he used it to help. Basically, he took it with him, and then he found out that it can be used to defeat this fire god, and then he gives it to the kid, and yeah, that's one of the minor contributions he has to the story. The other one is during the final climactic battle with the eight-headed dragon, he kind of takes out one of the heads, kinda. Actually, it's the big guy who takes out, like, the big guy fires a giant slingshot, and, it hits one of the heads, and the rabbit just happens to be on the slingshot, and, catapult, whatever you call it, and, yeah. So, the rabbit kind of takes credit, but, the big guy is the one who should take the credit, yeah. Also, the rabbit does point out how many heads are left, or, how many heads the kid took off. Like, he takes off the first head. Oh, one head! 2 heads down! Blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, he helps us keep track of how many heads are left. In that really squeaky, annoying voice. Also, he spends much of the movie bossing around the big guy. There is some unfortunate implications in there, assuming you see him as, like, the token black guy. I don't know if I'd really call him the black guy. He's kind of more like a one of those native, island natives or something, but either way, at least he contributes something by, like, taking out one of the heads. He's at least a little useful. The rabbit, like, spends much of his time, like, cowering, and then, like, you know, projecting his insecurities onto the big guy, basically. So, yeah. I think the rabbit is the first of what are sure to be many annoying comic relief sidekicks that we will encounter on this animation pilgrimage, if you will. See what I did there, Tennille? So yeah, didn't like the rabbit. Actually, at one point, I kind of realized to myself, my God, that rabbit is actually worse than Jar Jar Binks. And yeah, I think I stick by that because, as annoying as Jar Jar Binks is, the rabbit sounds even worse. Squeakier voice and everything. Sure, Jar Jar has, this stupid accent, but, he's not quite as annoying as the rabbit. And, he contributes a little bit to Phantom Menace. He takes out the bad guys by accident, but yeah. Anyway, I don't need to dwell on this stupid rabbit. The rabbit was easily the worst part of the movie. I did not like the rabbit. Is there much else to say about this? By this point, it's kind of a standard Toei movie, despite the unique art style. Although at times the art style also looked a little off. Like, the dancer lady I brought up earlier. I thought the Ice Crystal Prince brother guy looked kind of weird. Some of the characters just looked a little off, is all I'm saying. But yeah, I don't know, it wasn't bad. I wouldn't say it's a movie I'm gonna need to watch again. The unique art style is pretty much the best part of it, and again, the rabbit is the worst part. That rabbit did not need to tag along. Not much else to say, I guess. Well, yeah, I guess if you've been watching my movies lately, you know the drill. I'll leave a comment if I have anything else to say, but, yeah, I really don't have all that much to say, at least that I can think of, so, oh yeah, there's one other thing. The sound mixing is, yeah, I didn't think the sound mixing was the best. There were a lot of sound effects in there that just didn't seem to fit. And yeah, the art style was, while it's unique, it's also very simple a lot of the times. I don't know, flat colors and everything. But yeah, I guess I give this movie a 6 out of 10. Check it out if you want, if you're interested, if you want to see what helped inspire the art direction for Samurai Jack. Yeah, definitely, well, yeah, feel free to give it a watch. But I don't know, it's not a movie that I feel I need to see again, so make of it what you will. And yeah, I guess that's about all there is to say for now. So, as usual, I'll leave a comment if there's anything else, but yeah. I guess that's it. Mash it and smash it, signing off.